I came to bring fire to the earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. I have a baptism with which to be baptized, and what stress I am under until it is completed. Do you think that I have come to bring peace to the earth? No, I tell you, but rather division. From now on 5 in one household will be divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. They will be divided, father against son and son against father, mother against daughter and daughter against mother, mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law and daughter-in-law against mother-in-law.
This has to be one of the most uncomfortable gospel passages ever. I mean, we're used to gentle Jesus, meek and mild, and suddenly he's talking about fire, division, and families splitting apart. It's like showing up to a peaceful dinner party and someone starts talking politics. Things get real, fast. But here's the thing, Jesus isn't being mean or divisive for the sake of it. He's being honest about what happens when truth enters a room. And sometimes, truth is uncomfortable. I remember when my friend Jake became a Christian in college. His family had always been pretty nominal about faith, Christmas and Easter churchgoers, you know? But when Jake really encountered Jesus, everything changed. He started living differently, making different choices, prioritizing different things. His family didn't know what to do with this new Jake. Some supported him, others thought he'd joined a cult. Family dinners became tense. Jake wasn't trying to cause problems. He was just being authentic to what he discovered. That's the fire Jesus is talking about. It's not destructive fire, it's purifying fire. Like when you put gold in the furnace, the heat doesn't destroy the gold. It burns away everything that isn't gold. Jesus came to burn away the fake, the superficial, the half-hearted, so that what's real and true can shine. The baptism he mentions isn't the nice ceremony with water and white robes. He's talking about his death, being completely immersed in suffering for our sake, and he's stressed about it. Jesus, fully human, is feeling the weight of what's coming, but he knows it's necessary for the fire of transformation to be released into the world. Now, about that division part, this is where people get really uncomfortable. Jesus says he didn't come to bring peace, but division. Wait, what? Isn't Jesus the Prince of Peace? Here's the thing. There are 2 kinds of peace. There's the peace that comes from avoiding difficult conversations, keeping everyone happy, not rocking the boat. That's fake peace. It's just conflict avoidance. Then there's real peace, the kind that comes after you've dealt with the hard stuff, after you've been honest about what matters, after you've chosen truth over comfort. But to get to real peace, you sometimes have to go through division first. I think about my Aunt Maria, who decided to stop enabling her son's addiction. 4 months, the family was divided. Some said she was being too harsh. Others supported her tough love. It was painful, messy, and definitely not peaceful. But that division was necessary for real healing to begin. Today, her son is clean, and their relationship is stronger than ever. Jesus isn't celebrating family conflict. He's acknowledging that when people encounter real truth, real love, real transformation, it forces everyone to choose. And not everyone will choose the same thing. Some will embrace the fire of change. Others will resist it. Some will dive into the deep waters of authentic faith. Others will stay in the shallow end. The hardest part is when this happens in families. Jesus lists all these family relationships because he knows that's where it hurts most. When your own parents don't understand your faith journey, when your kids think you've become too religious, when your spouse rolls their eyes at your spiritual growth, that's when the division cuts deepest. But here's what I've learned. Jesus isn't asking us to create division. He's warning us that it might happen when we live authentically. The goal isn't to be divisive, it's to be real. And sometimes, being real makes other people uncomfortable because it challenges them to examine their own lives. The beautiful thing is that this fire, this baptism, this temporary division, it's all in service of something greater. Jesus endured the ultimate division, separation from the Father on the cross, so that we could have ultimate unity with God. He went through the fire so we could be purified. He experienced the deepest division so we could know the deepest peace. So if you're going through a season where your faith is causing tension, where your commitment to following Jesus is creating awkwardness in relationships, remember, you're not alone. Jesus warned us this would happen, but he also promised that the fire he brings ultimately leads to purification, and the division he allows ultimately leads to authentic peace. The question isn't whether we'll face these challenges, it's whether we'll trust that the fire is worth it.